Matthew chapter 17 verse 21, it talks about there are some kinds or some type of problems that can only be dealt with through prayers and fasting, especially generational problems or situations that we have inherited from our forefathers. You will find that in some family there are people or women don't get married. It's like there is a spiritual line of limitation that has been drawn, and that line is indicating that this is how far every person in that family can go. You can't achieve beyond that limitation that has been set there spiritually. These are spiritual problems that need to be tackled through prayers and fasting. And such kind of problem, they are stubborn. These are stubborn spirits or demons because they have been in the family for a long time. Some of our forefathers, they were in idol worshipping, and in so doing they have dedicated the life of the whole people in the family. Even if you were not present when your forefathers were engaging in this idol worshipping, for as long as you are blood related, the consequences of these unbroken agreements or covenant, these consequences are still hunting you down. These are the things that are causing havoc in your life. So you have to deal with the problem, the foundation of the problem. What is the source of your problem? You should know that some of this type of problems, they can only be dealt with at the foundation, at the root of the problem. You have to deal with it there. Most of these problems that we are experiencing today, brethren, these are spiritual problems. The enemy is busy in the spirit realm, attacking, firing evil arrows, pestilence day and night. And as a child of God, you have to equip yourself with biblical knowledge, spiritual awareness. You have to know all the tactics of the enemy so that you'll be able to go on a counter-offensive. As the enemy is busy attacking and throwing evil arrows into your life, you too, you are standing on your 2 feet and fight your battles. And we fight our battles through prayers and fasting. When you are praying and when you are fighting the enemy, brethren, you are not alone. For greater is he that is in you than he that is of the world. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against spiritual forces in heavenly places. These spiritual forces are operating in the spirit realm. This is spiritual wickedness in high places. And John chapter 12 verse 31 describes the devil as the prince of this world. For you and I, brethren, to be able to withstand this spiritual battle, Paul encourages believers to put on the full armor of God. It is only when you put on the full armor of God, you will be able to resist the enemy. Because when you resist the enemy has no other option but to bow, to flee, and to surrender. By putting on the full armor of God, brethren, this means that you are acknowledging the existence of the spiritual forces and you are relying on the divine strength of God. Peter chapter 5 verse 8 to 9 warns believers to be vigilant against the enemy. Resist the enemy by standing firm in faith. Brethren, we have to be spiritually matured. We are more of spiritual beings than physical beings. And whatever problems you are seeing that are unfolding in your life, for there is nothing like a coincidence or an accident in the spirit realm. Everything has been planned and acted out in the spirit realm. What you are seeing unfolding in your life, these are the consequences. These are the results of what has already been planned and acted out. Look at the life of brother Job. Job woke up one morning and he was going through his daily chores as usual. And then when he woke up one morning, calamity and disaster strike. This was not an accident or a coincidence. These are the things that has been planned by the enemy in the spirit realm. What unfolded that day in the life of Job, these are the results of what the enemy has been planning beyond sin. And the same things are happening to you and me today, brethren. You have to be vigilant. You have to put on the full armor of God. And as a child of God, you should know that a break in prayer prayer is a break in faith. You have to be constantly in prayer. You have to be soaring in the spirit. When you soar in the spirit, you are acknowledging the divine strength of God, and you are acknowledging the divine existence of God. By so doing, you are attracting, or you are provoking the downpouring of the Lord.